Here's the million-dollar question that has every 49ers fan on edge. Is Brock Purdy actually ready to return, or is the team rushing their franchise quarterback back too soon? Thursday brought a wave of optimism to the San Francisco 49ers organization as quarterback Brock Purdy stepped onto the practice field for his second consecutive day of participation. This development has sparked intense debate among fans and analysts about whether the young signal caller is truly prepared to face the Arizona Cardinals this weekend, or if the team is being overly aggressive with his recovery timeline. The controversy stems from Purdy's initial injury sustained during the season opener against Seattle. What appeared to be a minor toe ailment has now kept the quarterback sidelined for an entire week, raising questions about the severity of the injury that the organization initially downplayed. When veteran Mac Jones was forced to step in against the New Orleans Saints last weekend, it became clear that this wasn't just a precautionary measure. But here's where it gets controversial. General Manager John Lynch's comments during his Thursday morning radio appearance seemed to suggest cautious optimism. Yet they also revealed just how uncertain the situation remains. "I can tell you that it was encouraging to see him practice," Lynch stated, emphasizing that Purdy's participation was limited and that the real test would be how his body responds to the increased activity. What's particularly intriguing is Lynch's praise for Purdy's dedication to rehabilitation. The GM highlighted how the quarterback has been spending countless hours attacking his recovery process, working closely with the training staff to expedite his return. This level of commitment raises an important question. Is Purdy pushing himself too hard in his eagerness to get back on the field? The timeline controversy continues to simmer beneath the surface. Initial medical projections suggested Purdy could miss anywhere from 2 to 5 weeks, which would have kept him out well into October. However, Lynch has consistently maintained that the quarterback's status remains week to week, leaving the door open for a much quicker return than originally anticipated. This optimistic stance has divided opinion among football insiders. Some argue that rushing back from a toe injury, particularly for a position that requires precise footwork and mobility, could lead to compensation injuries or long-term complications. Others contend that Purdy's youth and previous durability record suggest he can handle an accelerated recovery timeline. And this is the part most people miss, the psychological component of this situation. Purdy has established himself as the 49ers' undisputed starter after his remarkable rise from Mr. Irrelevant to franchise quarterback. The pressure to return quickly isn't just physical, it's also about maintaining his leadership role and not losing momentum in what could be a championship season. Mac Jones performed admirably in Purdy's absence, which adds another layer of complexity to the situation. While Jones is clearly the backup, his solid performance against New Orleans demonstrates that the 49ers aren't completely helpless without their starting quarterback. This dynamic could either relieve pressure on Purdy to return prematurely or intensify his desire to reclaim his starting role. The upcoming Friday afternoon injury report will serve as the definitive answer to all the speculation. This document will not only clarify Purdy's official game status, but also provide crucial updates on other injured players who could impact the team's strategy against Arizona. The Cardinals matchup presents its own unique challenges, particularly with Kyler Murray's dual-threat capabilities, requiring a quarterback who can match his mobility and decision-making speed. If Purdy isn't at full strength, it could significantly impact the 49ers' game plan and their ability to keep pace in what promises to be a high-scoring NFC West battle. What makes this situation even more compelling is the broader implications for the 49ers season. With championship aspirations running high in San Francisco, every game carries enormous weight, especially divisional matchups that could determine playoff seeding. The organization must balance their immediate competitive needs with the long-term health of their most important player. So here's the real question that should have every 49ers fan thinking. Are we witnessing prudent medical management, or is the organization playing with fire by potentially rushing their franchise quarterback back too soon? The answer could define not just this weekend's game, but the entire trajectory of San Francisco's season. What do you think? Should the 49ers err on the side of caution and give Purdy another week to fully recover? Or is the competitive advantage of having their starting quarterback back worth the potential risk? The debate continues, and Friday's injury report will either silence the critics or fuel the controversy even further.